Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm over the moon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also good. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course, I can. So, my name is Alvia Rahman. My age is 10 years old. I study in class 6th and I study in Rana International School. And yes, that's all.
Okay, very good to hear that. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pallavi Dhingra, and I'm an English trainer by profession. I teach English online, and I love to do conversations like I'm doing with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin. So, you tell me something about yourself. What do you love to do in your free time?
I am a creative person from my side, so that's why I like to do art and craft and all these things. Ma'am, you're not audible.
You can't hear me very well?
Now I can. Now it
Okay,
is.
I'm telling you, it's very good if you are into art and craft because it really needs a lot of patience to be in that field. So good to hear about that. And what about English? Are you interested in learning English?
Of course,
Oh,
I am. In
okay.
fact, I have taken coaching from my principal sir of IELTS. You know, IELTS, that one
Oh,
coaching I am.
wow. You have taken training for IELTS.
Yes, of course I am.
Amazing. When have you taken the training?
Ma'am, like in Wednesday on co-clubs period, last period, 7th, I go into the principal sir's cabin and just do all the things. He explained us that 9 bands are there and we have to go in Oxford on or the bigger universities. They ask for 7.5 bands, and he told me about the tests which are required: speaking, writing, listening, reading, and one more was also there. I don't remember that, sorry, but yes, I know about this.
Wow, I'm so amazed. You have opened my eyes by telling me that you have been given training for IELTS. I tell you, I'm also an IELTS trainer. There are like four sections. One is like reading, listening, and then it is speaking and then writing. So it
Yes.
is LSWR, which covers like all the areas of your English. What else you know about IELTS?
And do you know, ma'am, that my principal sir started this teaching from 2002 or 2001, and there are, I think, 3 or 4 toppers. He have that have secured 9 out of 9 bands. One was like this, and one was from Indonesia, because their names are a little bit tricky for me, so that's why I can't take it right now. But yes, it was this, and he is, a very good teacher, and he teaches very well, so I
Okay,
understand.
very good. I'm so happy to know about this. So, what is your aim in life? What do you want to become?
Ma'am, a successful person who gives charity and is kind. I want to be the person in my life like this.
Amazing clap for you.
Thank you,
You
ma'am.
are a rock star, I must say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good to hear that. Do you do charity now also?
Yes, ma'am. I like to give, like, somehow I go, like, I go to a shop, or sometimes I go and then I saw poor person, or someone sitting on the roads, and then I decide to just give it to them instead of taking those things, because the money could come back for me, but for them I think it's more good to give them.
Wow, I really appreciate your parents for giving you such like good moral values. I really appreciate them.
Thank you.
You really like steal my heart, I must say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, do you want to ask anything from me? I asked you so many questions.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask a little question from you as well. Ma'am, how many years have passed you are teaching these, you are on Skype app? How many years have
I
passed?
I have been teaching from last 10 years, and
Oh,
most of my students are international because I have been teaching only online. And before Corona, there was no concept of online teaching in India. So
yes.
before that, I have like 100% international students. I
Okay.
started giving my training for IELTS. Like I started my career with IELTS training, and after that it comes up to English speaking, creative writing, and all those things keep on adding. But I started my career with IELTS, and after that I have been to a country like Vietnam and China, and I taught over there also for a short time period. And then
China?
because of, yes, and because of Corona I have to come back to India. And then I am teaching here also now. Also, like my ratio is 80% international students and 20% Indian students.
Ma'am, that's enthusiastic. It's magnificent to know that you have been to China as well. Wow, that's so wonderful, enthusiastic. And ma'am, I have seen your channel, I have subscribed it. And when my mother said that, Pallavi ma'am have messaged me about it, that she is gonna take your conversation. I was like, what? Mom, am I sleeping? I am sleepy. What is going on
Yeah,
with?
I now I feel like this is something the best thing I have done by accepting your mom's proposal. This was really the best thing I can say I have done, because
Thank
it's
you.
so good to meet you and to know about your moral values. You have really opened up my eyes. Like kids like this also exist in today's world, because
Thank you.
nowadays kids are only into them, like they just wonder and they want only and fulfilling their own needs. But you are such a kind person that who wants and who thinks for the other people in this modern era as well.
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
really appreciate that. Okay,
Thank you.
that any other question you have in your mind?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
I'm saying apart from that, do you have any other question in your mind?
No, ma'am, not right now.
Okay, let me ask you then a question. Okay, what do you think that, what is one thing that you want to change in yourself?
One thing that I would change in myself. Um, I would change. I would change being talkative a lot.
Okay, so do you think you talk a lot?
Yes, I do. I am a talkative person.
Okay, that's really good to hear. Talkative people are like very interesting people, I must say. Okay, and the one thing that you feel you are best at?
Best at art
Yeah.
and craft and English only. I always complete the grammar section by myself all the times before ma'am does. And whenever my ma'am write the answers on the board, she just dictates it as well. Like she is writing and just speaking it. So I don't see on the board. I just write while she says, and the spelling errors. Then I copy it from the board as well to just check, and then my notebooks are all fair and good.
Very good. So,
Thank
as if you said you are so good in grammar and you're good in art and craft. So, how much time daily you give to your learning?
How much time, ma'am? 1 or 2 hours minimum.
Okay.
1 hour to
Do you
me.
participate in any Olympiads as well?
Of course, I do. It's my favorite thing to do, as well as science I take because it's my favorite subject. Like English and science, both are my most favorite subjects. That's why.
Okay, that's really good. And next thing it is, tell me one thing about your classmates, or and which you really think that everyone has that thing, but you are different in that area.
The thing is, I speak to them in a friendly way, like they are, my family members. Some of them are really rude, like this, that they don't behave well, but some are like my real family members also. One
Mm-hmm.
of my one of my besties, just like my family member, and my father also knows him, and I also know him, her.
All right. And okay, the next question it is to you is, let me give you one topic, and you will be speaking about that. Speak about your favorite destination.
Destination?
Yeah,
Where I have gone till now?
yeah, you can speak about any place.
I would like to say Masuri because it was a wonderful place. No doubt I was scared a bit seeing the mountains and all, but it was the most beautiful thing, and the best part of it was the last thing when we were coming back, we have seen the Himalayas, the ranges of the Himalayas, and it was
Okay.
wonderful.
All right, that's good to hear that. And what was the thing that you do not like in Missouri?
The thing which I do not like in Masuri was that we were, traveling from a traveler. We were a joint family and we were traveling together. One of my boy have a little baby, so he was crying all the time. I didn't like it because we came here to enjoy, and it was not good at all. So that's why.
Okay, so you can say it was a bit annoying to you. So what do you
Yes.
call bua in English?
Yes.
What do you call bua in English?
In English, um, I don't have that much knowledge about it, but sorry, ma'am, about
I
this.
teach you. At least this session is going to be some value addition for you. See, bua, we call it as paternal sister.
Paternal
Paternal sister. See, any
sister.
relation at your papa's side, you will add paternal. Any relation to your mother's side, you will add maternal.
Maternal.
Okay, suppose and after that the relationship with your parents. Suppose if it is your papa's brother, so what you will say?
Paternal brother.
Yes. And if it is your mother's brother, then what you will say?
Maternal brother.
Okay. And if it is your bua, then what you will say?
Paternal sister.
And if it is your masi, then what you will say?
Maternal sister.
Yes. So mother's side we add maternal and father's side we add paternal. And suppose if it is your dadaji, then what you will say?
Paternal father.
And if it is your nanaji, then
Maternal father.
very good. You learned a lot. Okay, so this way we differentiate. Okay, so
And ma'am, can I say something?
yeah, please.
Ma'am, I want to say that I know a bit of British accent, a little bit.
Wow, what do you
Like
know? Tell me.
like in British we say we don't say water. We in American we say water, and in British we say water.
Mhm.
Like water, water. Like this we
Yeah,
say. They
okay.
pronounce U and O very
Okay.
well in a very good.
What
Yeah.
else? Know which other word?
And um do not talk to me like that. Like this, they also say. So
Okay,
this.
very good. And I tell you something about like W sound, as if you very well said about the British accent and the American accent. And I tell you something about neutral accent that is accepted whole all over the globe.
Okay.
Whenever we say W sound, we should pout. Like girls, they love to pout when clicking the
Yes.
pictures. You should say like water, water.
Water.
Yeah.
Wood. Like
Yeah.
what?
So
Wood.
anywhere, like anytime W is going to come, so you are going to pout. That will make your sentence a bit polished up. Like suppose why? What are you doing here? Try.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like
So wherever like W comes in, whether in the beginning, middle, and anywhere, so you should pout. So pouting will help you to make your sound better.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. So it
Yes.
was really nice connecting with you.
Thank
And
you, ma'am. It was
I'm really
very nice.
so happy with you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a pleasure meeting you. It was very nice.
Yeah, same here. I hope we will see you. Bye.
Toodles, ma'am.